How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. If you guys also would, please head over to Twitch. Follow me there at Douglas447. Stream there at least once a week, whether it's for Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2, and of course, if you guys have any movies or shows you guys want me to watch and review here on the channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. And this is something that's been highly requested. Of course, we just got the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, featuring a bunch of awesome characters, not just including villains like Doc Ock and Green Goblin, but of course, spoiler-wise, in case you guys haven't seen the movie for whatever reason, the return of Andrew Garfield and, of course, Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man alongside of the actor Tom Holland for his Spider-Man role. And so this has been something that has been highly requested. I have been asked to rank all of the Spider-Man movies by some of you guys here on my channel, and of course by some friends and family members. So I haven't actually reviewed any of the other Spider-Man movies ever on my channel. So this is going to be kind of like a Spider-Man review for all these movies kind of meshed in. This list will include the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. It's going to include the Andrew Garfield movies. This will, of course, include all of the Tom Holland movies and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because of No Way Home, has been officially canonized, so it is officially canon. And if you guys want me to explain my reasonings as to why I give every single movie their rating, I will do so in the comment section down below. If I had to explain everything, I would have to do a separate video for each of these. And I mean, these movies are like almost 2 decades old. So I really don't think I need to beat around the bush as to why these movies are either so good or why they're either so average or so bad. I mean, they've been around for a long time. And of course, most of my viewpoints I can agree to everyone else that has done a review on these. I really don't think I should have to put out a 20-30 minute rant review talking about why the original Spider-Man from 2002 is so amazing. You've heard people talk about why it's amazing. You know why it's amazing. Now, there are a couple movies on here you guys may agree or disagree with me on my rating, and we can talk about why I gave it that score in the comment section down below. But I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. If I had to explain why I gave every Spider-Man movie on this video, list an explanation as to why, this video would be probably hours long, and I really don't want that to happen. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible for you guys. So if you guys want me to explain why I gave every single Spider-Man movie its score, come bug me about it in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than willing to explain why I gave that movie specifically its rating in the comment section down below. So, with that out of the way, these of course are not going to be in any particular order. I'm going to start off with the Tobey Maguire trilogy of Spider-Man movies. So, here we go. The first Spider-Man movie from 2002, I'm going to give it a score of a 9 out of 10. The second movie, starring Doc Ock, of course, Spider-Man 2, I'm giving a 9.5. I really enjoy that one. Yes, William Dafoe's Green Goblin is amazing, but I really enjoyed Doc Ock more as a villain. Me, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up watching the Spider-Man show. Doc Ock, to me, was the villain that I was able to latch on to a lot more. Not only because of what he does is because of what happens with Green Goblin, but I felt like his motivations as to how he's a villain, to me, was a little more intriguing than Green Goblin. Like, Green Goblin just having this, like, you know, split consciousness going on inside of his head where he just keeps flipping between good and evil is kind of weird. The fact that Doc Ock didn't technically decide to become a villain was cool. I mean, he took every single precaution possible in order for it not to happen. And, you know, that one if scenario leads him from being a great hero like scientist and unfortunately falling. And he doesn't get redeemed at the end, but unfortunately he does die. And I like everything with Peter and MJ. I don't know why I'm explaining my rating to you when I told you I wouldn't. I'm going to make sure I don't do that for the rest of these. Spider-Man 3, everyone seems to hate this movie. I don't hate it as much as many people, but I enjoyed New Goblin. Venom, I don't like in this movie. Sandman, I thought was a great addition. So I'm giving Spider-Man 3 a 4 out of 10. I'm sure you guys probably think it should be lower, but that is my score for it. Fight me in the comment section about it. Next, we're going to talk about the Andrew Garfield movies, The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man, I'm going to give that one an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a great revival of the Spider-Man franchise, considering Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire was canceled. I thought it was a really great, reboot of Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, unfortunately, I did not like very much. There were certain moments in the film that I enjoyed, but overall as a film, I really didn't care about it, and honestly, I don't even care about rewatching it. I'm like, the only reason I think I'll ever rewatch The Amazing Spider-Man 2 now is because Electro is in it, but I mean, they do him a gigantic disservice in the film. But the only reason I would want to watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is to watch it with somebody that hasn't seen it so they can understand Electro and some of the Rhino jokes that take place in Spider-Man No Way Home. So giving The Amazing Spider-Man 2 a 6 out of 10. Next up, we're going to talk about the Tom Holland films. So Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. So I'm giving Homecoming a 7 out of 10. Honestly, the film kind of was boring for me. The only thing that really kept me interested in the film was Michael Keaton as Vulture. Everything else was kind of boring. I didn't like that Iron Man was heavily in the film. And if it wasn't for Iron Man, basically Spider-Man never would get his suit. He would never have his powers, his abilities. The film relies too much on Tony Stark to make sure that Spider-Man actually stays alive and is well equipped to fight the Vulture at the very end. Next, Spider-Man Far From Home, I'm giving an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a gigantic upgrade. Mysterio as a villain is someone who I've always wanted to see. I was really interested to see how they're going to handle Mysterio, and I think they did an excellent job. Unfortunately, I thought the pacing was kind of off, and if you're going to have Mysterio and then you're teasing the multiverse, it was just weird. And the fact that Nick Fury and Agent Hill basically are Skrulls in this film kind of was weird. I know it's having to tie in with what happened with Avengers Endgame, but the fact that they were Skrulls in this movie, not the actual people, was kind of annoying. Next up, we have Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, I've already reviewed this movie completely here on the channel, so if you guys haven't had a chance to do so, go to my playlist videos. You can check it out there and watch the full review. Just really quickly, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I, of course, in my full review, talk about spoilers and why I give it that rating. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm going to give that movie a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a really great job. We got to finally see Morales as his character being Spider-Man, and of course slowly starting to fall in love with Gwen Stacy, who from a different universe becomes Spider-Gwen, which I thought was really funny. Of course, we get a bunch of other Spider people in it, and we are getting a sequel that is supposed to be rolling out sometime this year. So those are my ratings for all the Spider-Man movies currently, and look forward to my review of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, or whatever they're calling it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for requesting me to do this video. It was a blast. I appreciate it. And this video has gone on for way too long now. So bug me in the comments section. Do you guys agree or disagree with me on my scores for all the current Spider-Man movies from 2002 all the way to 2021? Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great one. Bye, guys.